Guitar Lessons. I'm instructor Dwayne Jenkins, and in this video lesson we're going to be doing a review of this guitar right here. It is the Ibanez, I still got the tag on it here, AEG50L BKH, L standing for left-handed, and see what this thing's all about. Alright, let's check it out.
Audio Jungle.
Okay, now I bought this guitar online. I have another Ibanez, I like Ibanez, so I have another Ibanez acoustic, but it's a bigger one, it's a Dreadnought. And I thought I would try to get another one so I could leave that one in the studio and then use this one for when I go and teach in people's homes and stuff. So I wanted to get one that was a little bit smaller. I found this one online and I decided to get it. It's a little bit smaller. And I was kind of surprised by the way it sounds because most of the smaller guitars have kind of a smaller, they have kind of a tinier sound to them, you know, because they're smaller, a little bit smaller hole and stuff. The Dreadnought sound really good because they're big and they have a big opening and things like that, so they have kind of a big sound. These smaller ones don't really, they have a little bit of a tinier sound, but this one in particular didn't really have that, okay? And I think it might have to do with the paint on it, something, maybe, you know, if it was just natural wood, maybe it would be a little bit tinier. But anyway, when I look at the aesthetics of it, first of all, it looks really pretty. I like the way it looks. It's black on the front and it's brown on the back, okay? It's brown as you can see, and then it has the black on the front, on the headstock there. I love that. I'm using some white picks because they match the mother of pearl there in the headstock. I like that. And it feels good. It's only like $300, okay? So it's pretty cheap, not too expensive. You know, usually the cheaper acoustic guitars don't really sound too good. But this one, I'm actually surprised by it. And one thing that I really like about it more than anything is like the fact that the back, you can see the body is shiny, but the back of the neck is matte finish. And I like that because normally, you know, on the cheaper guitars, or I guess you could call them inexpensive ones, you know, when they spray it, they just spray the whole thing. And then it's, you know, it's glossy on the back as well, too. And you can see that they took some time to make sure that they didn't do that. And I like that. I like the fact that it's not glossy on the back. It has a matte finish. So that just makes it nicer to play. The action on it is really nice as well, okay? And I have a lot of guitars, so I know if a guitar doesn't play well. And this one actually does. It plays really good. It's got nice low action to it. It's an Acoustic-Electric, okay, and you can see that right there. It's got a built-in tuner, and it's also got a built-in volume and shape here, okay? So that's pretty cool. That's, you know, it's really, really nice. I really like this. And, you know, for the $300. I think my other one was a little bit more expensive, my Dreadnought. But this one, I just wanted something small that was going to give me, you know, a little bit easier to move around when I go to my lessons. And as you can see, I think it just has a pretty good tone to it, you know. Not too bad for the money, you know what I'm saying? The neck has a nice radius to it for playing your chords, you know. The sound isn't real tinny, okay? So I think for the $300, this is a pretty good value. I really do. I like to play Ibanez because they have it a left-handed version. There's always, you know, with being left-handed, I'm always having a hard time finding left-handed guitars that I like. And Ibanez seems to make some ones left-handed that I like, and that's one of the reasons why I play Ibanez. I remember one time one of my students asked me, you know, he said, what is it about Ibanez that you like so much? And I think what it is they just fit my style of playing, you know. Whether it's playing electric or whether it's playing acoustic, it doesn't really matter. Ibanez just seems to make some guitars that I like. They have some nice finishes, and they're not too, you know, not too expensive. This one's pretty affordable, $300. You can't really beat it. I think it has a pretty good tone, pretty well made, has nice aesthetics to it. You know, you just can't beat the way that looks, especially for that amount of money, you know. Usually to buy a really nice acoustic guitar, you gotta spend at least $500 or more, you know. But for the $300 I spent on this, you just can't beat it. I think it's a really good guitar, you know, and I can use a capo on it as well. Let's see if I put a capo here. You know, you don't get any like buzzing and stuff with sometimes those guitars you do, so you can play something like this, you know. So I really like this. This is a very nice guitar. I'm glad I got it. It's got some nice aesthetics to it. So if you're looking for something that's, you know, inexpensive, you know, not going to break the bank, I would recommend checking this guitar out. The Ibanez, it's the Ibanez AEG50, okay? Alright, so there we have it, the review of the Ibanez acoustic guitar. I'm really happy with it. I'm really surprised. You know, usually, like I said, most of those less expensive guitars, they don't sound the greatest, you know, but this one sounds pretty good. And I haven't had any issues with it getting any fret buzz. Because see, I'm out here in Colorado, and out here in Colorado, our temperature goes up and down all the time. And it really causes havoc on acoustic guitars. And I've been pretty fortunate that this one hasn't had any issues. So I'm really happy about that. I think it's got a great tone, and for the money too, you know what I mean? It's like $299, I believe is what it goes for. So if you're looking for like a starter guitar or something, you want to get started with playing acoustic, you don't want to spend like $600-700, this is a great choice. I would definitely at least check it out at the music store if you can. I bought it online, but I know Ibanez makes some good guitars, so I was sure I was going to be pretty happy with it, and I really am. I thought it might sound a little tinny, like I said, but it doesn't, and I'm really happy with that. It might be because of the paint on it. That might be what it is. I don't really know, but it has a really good tone, and it feels good when I play it. It's a little bit small, so I can travel with it and stuff. So if you're looking for learning how to play acoustic guitar, I would recommend you check out my book I wrote, Learn How to Play Acoustic Guitar for Beginners. It's got all the lessons, lesson by lesson format. I've got chord diagrams in there and stuff. And everything just goes by lesson. I teach you how to read the sheet music, tablature anyway. That's mainly what guitar players, you know, read. And it's really basic and simple. Show you all your basic chords that you need to learn. Show you how to read the chord diagrams and stuff like that. And then in the back, I show you some chord progressions, show you your timing, how to do chord progressions, you know, for playing songs and things like that. So if you need some help learning acoustic guitar, I would recommend checking this out. You can find it on Amazon or my website or my eBay store, whichever you shop on. Okay, and thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content, and hit the bell for future notifications so when you know when I'm be loading up some future videos, because I'll be loading up some future videos on playing acoustic guitar, showing you some of the stuff that's in this book right here, as well as electric guitar and stuff like that too. So, and if you want to do some private lessons, maybe one-on-one, let me know. I'm out here in Colorado. If you're in the area, let me know. We could set something up, or we could get online, and we can do that too. All right? So keep practicing. Until I see you again, you take care.